Thank you. That's great.
Yeah, no problem. So I was just reaching back about your concern about the packets, the incoming and outgoing packets with the Wi-Fi and your internet turned off. Um, so I did receive a response from our engineers. They did let me know that it does appear to be expected behavior, and they gave me a little bit more information about it to kind of help maybe put your mind at ease. So here, let me pull it up just a sec. I'll pull up their information. Okay, here we go. So what they explained is that it is expected to see like incoming and outgoing pings even though the Wi-Fi is disabled.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. So hold on a second. I just want to make sure we have a common understanding. So Wi-Fi disabled, downtime, and most importantly in lockdown mode. Yes?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so what they explained to me is that the processes on the Mac can communicate with each other through a lot of different ways, and some of those ways can include like network technology. So this doesn't necessarily mean that your Mac is making an external connection when you see those pings coming in and out. From what they were explaining, it sounds like that can still be expected. Just in order to have like the network options on the Mac itself. So like even just having like the menu bar or like the Wi-Fi options on the Mac, the Wi-Fi interface. In order to have those functions, there's going to need to be like network pings that still come in and out even when you even when you do disable those features.
Okay.
So it looks like, yeah, they didn't find any sort of security concern. But what they did say, it does appear to be expected behavior.
All right. So let's see what's expected behavior. So the Mac is in lockdown mode, as we've already confirmed. When I put it on lockdown mode and it shuts down, and it did not ask me for a password before getting back into the computer. And at the same time, once I got back into the computer, it told me, let me see what told me. Here, system log told me that there, and right now it's telling me the same thing. There is still an active connection. I sent you a screenshot of that. The system log is saying, not me, system log is saying once I put it in lockdown mode and it restarted and it came back up, I started recording the screen and system log says there is still an active connection.
Okay. So there's not any sort of, when you disable like your Wi-Fi or your internet access, we can be sure that your Mac still isn't making like any sort of connection. You don't really need additional hardware to verify like when you go to your Wi-Fi and you turn it off that the Wi-Fi is actually off. When you're still seeing pings coming in and out at that point or any sort of connection, it's not to like an external device or to the internet. It would just be for like the internal processes on the Mac.
All right, so I'm just writing this down. Sorry. So it's not to an external.
Yeah, it's not making an external connection to the internet when you turn off the Wi-Fi.
So it's not making an external connection to the internet yet. It's telling me, and I'm looking at it right now. It tells me system log because I knew you're calling me today, and so I did not use the computer once I turned it on. It's always in lockdown mode. It tells me there is still an active connection. Every time I shut it down, lockdown mode, doesn't matter what I do, system log is telling me there is still an active connection. But what you're saying to me is engineering disagrees with my system log and is telling me there is no active connection.
Correct. Yeah, when you turn off your Wi-Fi or you disable your Ethernet, that's going to prevent any sort of external internet connection from the to the Mac or from the Mac rather. And yeah, there's not really much more to it beyond that. Like if it's off, it's off is what they're saying.
All right, I just want to confirm. So if let me go over that again, and I can duplicate this a million times because I already have. Just to clarify, my Mac is telling me there is still an active connection, but engineering is saying what my Mac is telling me, what the logs are saying, is incorrect.
No, so what engineering is telling you is that what you're seeing is not a concern, and that your Mac has no communication with its internal processes, and that may be what you're seeing.
No. Hold. I just want listen. I don't want to complicate this. I just want to make it simple because things are disappearing from my Mac all the time, which I've already set to Apple many times. And so I'm trying to find out where is a loophole, where is the gap, what am I missing? Hence the
So
reason.
there's no loophole. If you turn off your Wi-Fi and
Yes.
your Ethernet, what they're saying is that there is no external connection. They also reviewed the log that we submitted, all the information we submitted, and they let me know that there's no evidence of a security issue that was found.
Okay, so thank you for that, Gina. And I do believe that is what they're saying. Previously, with the previous senior advisor I had, of course, I had the same issues, but that was before I updated to 13.0.1. At that time, there was no lockdown mode. All right, so but my Mac was it's the same problem I was having, and my Mac said there's a user called private, username private. And so we sent that to engineer came back to said there is no user private, there is no such thing. Okay, fine. But then I went back to the logs, and the log says yes, there is a user called private. Okay, so I'm just giving you that information. So I'm going to go back to what I'm seeing here. My Mac, my logs, I go to the logs because I trust it. Most of the time, it says there is still an active connection. Engineering is saying no. Once you turn everything off, there is no active connection.
Right, and then so all the network activity that you're seeing in Activity Monitor when the Wi-Fi and the Ethernet are disabled, so that'll have nothing to do with networking as you know it, unless you're a developer. Then then you might want to check out like our developer site for more information about the specifics there. But as far as our consumer level support, I mean, as far as like what you're seeing, the incoming and outgoing package, when you have the Wi-Fi and Ethernet disabled, that has nothing to do with the networking as our typical customer would know it. It's going to be like internal processes, stuff that the developers, would have more information on. But for our consumer level support, this isn't really something that our consumer level customers need to be messing with, or really, you don't want to mess anything up on your computer by, I guess, like, I'm worried that you might be going into your console log and finding problems where there aren't any.
That's quite possible.
It might be something that sounds kind of like scary. I know some things can sound kind of scary, but I just wanted to reassure you that what you're seeing on your Mac is normal. There's going to be some processes on your Mac that are maybe labeled a certain way that might seem kind of concerning. But I just want to reassure you that your Mac is safe, and that the engineers investigated it too, and they confirmed that your Mac is safe. So at this point, there's nothing really more that we can do. And the engineers wanted to pass along. If there are additional concerns about this particular case, you want to try maybe checking out developer.apple.com/security -DACI, and it's got more information there about like any kind of security concerns that you maybe want to pursue. But as far as our consumer level support, I mean, we've done everything we can for this particular case.
That's okay. I understand that. I understand what you're saying. My basic question was, given that Apple now has a lockdown mode, my question to you, and I'm sure you can remember, is it expected behavior with Wi-Fi off, downtime on, lockdown mode? Should I see packets moving in and out? And you're saying yes, it is expected behavior, and I don't sync. Okay, I do not connect to any other device. No external thing is plugged in to my device. Given all of that, engineering is saying it's all right for packets to be moving in and out of your Mac. Correct, yes.
Correct, yes.
Thank you very much. All right. So
You're welcome, Tina.
thank you for that. But I have another question for you.
Sure.
When I turn something off on my Mac, um, what would cause that something to turn itself back on?
What
Let's
do you
say,
mean exactly?
well, let me give you an example. Let's say I turn Wi-Fi off and I'm looking at the menu bar and it says Wi-Fi is off. Okay? What would cause Wi-Fi to turn on again?
Like if you manually turned it on, I'm not sure what you're getting at. Like, what do you mean?
Sure, I'll explain. So I manually turn Wi-Fi off, and then the menu bar I see that it's turned off. Yes?
Okay.
Okay. So what would cause it to turn back on?
Like you turning it on?
No, no, I didn't turn it on. I'm just asking the question. What needs to happen for it to be turned back on?
Someone would click the Wi-Fi icon and turn it on. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at, Sita, but if you could just get to the point, and like that way, if we can kind of move on here.
Sure. Instead of, you know what? It's better if I show you. So why don't I connect to a network and you can screen share with me so I can show you? Yes.
Okay, sure. Let me send you a
Fantastic.
request just a sec.
Huh?
Okay, I'm just sending a request in just a
Okay.
moment.
Just yeah. Give me a moment. I haven't joined the network yet, so I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. So you can send it now.
Okay, just a moment. Okay, it looks like it's having some trouble sending the verification request to your ID. So, if you can go to myappleid.com and sign in, please.
Hold on. Hmm. Okay. I'm not getting in. Just one sec. I'm trying again.
Okay.
Nope. It's not letting me in. Continue to sign in on Safari for the user, and it has my name. So no, it's not allowing me to sign in. No, it just shakes. It just shakes as if I've entered the incorrect password. It will not allow me to sign in. And you cannot connect with me either, right?
I can't connect until we get the account verified. So you're not able to sign into your user account, or
Nope,
what's the issue
but
with your?
I am okay. So I'm not. You asked me to sign in to appleid.apple.com, right?
Yeah.
Good. That's where it's not allowing me to sign in. But on the Mac, I'm signed in with my Apple ID. On the Mac, I'm signed in.
Okay. I just need to get a support pin in order to be able to access your screen, and we're only able to get that from myappleid.com or appleid.apple.com. So if you're not able to sign in on your Mac, do you have another device you can try?
No, like I said, I do not sync. I do not use another device with my Mac. Just hang on. No, it wouldn't allow me. This is the kind of problems that I talk about. Okay, so it will not allow me. I'm gonna do ARA. Okay, let's see if that will work. Session key.
Okay, just a moment. All right, just a second. I'm waiting for it to generate a session key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says the session key is 555
555.
6944.
All right. Apple support screen sharing can be opened because it was not downloaded from the App Store. So you want me to go to System Preference and undo and allow it to download from anywhere. What category is that?
What do you mean? What category is that?
Well, hang on. It says, so when I try to open the ARA download, it tells me Apple supports screen sharing can't be opened because it was not downloaded from the App Store. Your security settings allow installation of apps only from the App Store. So I need to change that.
Okay, and that's just in your system settings in privacy and security.
Yes. So which one?
There's an option that says allow applications downloaded from.
Allow. Right. Tell me when you're with me.
Okay, I can see your screen.
Fantastic. I'm going to close this here. All right, so this is a screen. This is my console screen from today, where it says there's still an active connection this morning when I did not have an active connection. We've already gone through that. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. So I recorded my screen yesterday for 1 hour 41 minutes. Hold on. And throughout that 1 hour 41 minutes, then I recorded again and again. So here, copy link is always selected. I undo it and it returns again and again all the time. So this is at 2:02 p.m. So it's on done, and then it's selected again, and I'm still recording my screen. Okay, how does it happen that I deselect something and it's selected again when I did not select it? And in lockdown mode, of course, packets is moving, but we've already gone through that. You're telling me it's expected behavior. So what we're focusing on now is this extensions. Two things here. Copy link is selected again and again and again after I unselected. And there's no box for airdrop, there's no box for mail, and no box for messages. So that's what the focus is on now.
Okay. So when was, I guess, if you select copy link now or deselect it now, how long does it take for it to get selected again?
It changes all the time. So yesterday, so here we go. At 2:02, at 2:45, at 2:54. See, all the times are there. 2:54, at 2:55. No, this is not that one. They're here at 3:02. So it changes
So
on. Go ahead.
are you just sitting there? Are you just sitting there and watching it? Like, I don't understand, because like, so you're deselecting it and then just sitting there and watching for it and waiting to see if it gets reselected again?
No, I recorded it. I'm doing stuff on my computer. Okay, so I can go to 2:02. This is 1:41, so I go to 2:02. 2:02. So I'm using the computer. 2:02. I'm using the computer, and that's how I take a screenshot. Throughout the day, I take a screenshot of it because I know that my settings keep changing constantly. So when I remember to, I just check it, and I undo it and it's done back again.
So are you able to find specifically in your screen recording when it gets enabled again?
Yeah, here's the timeline here, right here. So let's say 2:02:04, 2:02:04 seconds. So here's 1:41. Two two four 2:02:02. So I deselected it there. There it is selected. I deselected it, right? Okay. Hold on. And then the next one is 2:45. 2:02. So 2:45 something. I didn't look at the seconds. 2:45. There, it's selected again. There. And I'm recording the whole time. And it goes on throughout the day. I've noticed it. I've noticed it with a whole bunch of other things. Okay, I undo it and it goes back on by itself. So, and it's recorded. Fully recorded, all of it, so many times it goes back on again, all the time. So, please explain.
I gotcha. And so if you go back, does it show like when it turned on, like if there were any actions that were made prior to it enabling? If you can go back to the video.
Yeah, so I put it soon, so I'm watching this here, and then soon I put it in downtime. So I put it in downtime, there. Okay, it's in lockdown mode now. From here, it's in lockdown mode. Okay, and throughout the video you can see it. I don't know if you want to see the whole thing. I do not select link.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the lockdown mode. I'm just concerned about you mentioned you're concerned with the copy link.
Yes.
But yeah, if you could just go to where that is turned off, and then when you see it turned on again, I'm just curious if we can backtrack the video to see what settings you were messing with prior to when it turned on, to see if maybe we can pinpoint what may have enabled it.
Okay, so you want to know what settings I'm messing with? Okay.
It looks like you're opening quite a bit of windows and going through a bunch of different settings. So I'm just curious, like what exactly you're doing?
Okay, so hold on. So when it comes to this window, I'm thinking there's no other place but here if this is selected. I cannot deselect from another location. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I cannot deselect from another location. Correct?
Does copy link in itself getting enabled isn't going to hurt your computer, and it's not going to affect the security of your computer. But it's not really an issue, I guess is what I'm getting at. Like, yeah, okay, great. Like, there's a check mark there next to copy link, but so what? Because you know what I mean? Like, you can't share. A link's not going to be shared unexpectedly on your own. Like, it's just an extension that's enabled or disabled, but you know what I mean? Like, so what? It doesn't affect anything. It's not affecting the security of your Mac. If you have additional security concerns from here, like we were discussing earlier, you're going to want to go to the developer website for the bounty, because this isn't something that we would be able to address through our consumer level support. Because what you're going into is like console logs and developer things, and this isn't what we address at our consumer level support. That's something that you'd want to work with the developers for.
Okay, so none of that is what I'm talking about. All I'm talking about, Gina, is about this single page, this singular page. That's all I'm talking about. Well, there's two things on this page. One thing we talked about is when I deselect something, what would turn it back on? Okay, but what you're telling me is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is so what? It's selected again. You didn't select it. We don't know how it's selected, but it's not a problem. It's not a big issue. Is that what I understand? Is that correct?
Yeah, this isn't really an issue with the Mac. This isn't something that would really require like taking advisors away to troubleshoot an issue with why you're seeing your copy link option just pre-selected. It's not posing a security risk to your computer. But like we discussed earlier, if you have additional security concerns from here, you're going to need to work with the developer bounty team, because at this point, there's nothing more that we can really do. It seems like you may be finding additional problems just by messing with the settings of your Mac, or even just delving into the console log. It's like you may not be entirely familiar with it.
All right. But it doesn't take a PhD to know that once, and we've already discussed this at the beginning of the conversation, that when I deselect something, this is my Mac, I can look at console if I wish, I can look at activity monitor if I wish. It's my device. I am not asking questions about that, but I'm not asking questions. Go ahead.
So when you're invoking Apple support for help with your projects, when you're going into console and finding issues where there aren't any, that's taking away from support from other people as well.
But this is not console. I guess this is not console,
but I've already explained at this point, if you have additional security concerns, you're going to need to reach out to developer.apple.com.
Okay, hold on. But I didn't say it's security concern. I didn't say it's security concern. All I'm saying is, when I deselect something, how is it that it's automatically selected again?
Okay, if you reselected
Okay. Alrighty then. There we go. So it's missing the box from airdrop. She didn't answer that. She missing the box from mail, missing the box from messages. And to clarify, she's saying it's expected to see packets moving in lockdown mode. To see packets moving in and out of the device. All right. Turn that off. And here it is, auto join again as usual. It's always auto join. And there's a blink. There we go. And $23, $34, $48. Okay, so messages are not disappearing as yet. It's using method path. All right, and oh, look at all the reds. Okay. All processes are restricted as usual. And let's go through the faults. Packets moving. These are all from today. From this morning, actually. Which is already in this recording. Oh, user, KCF preferences, current user, which is a placeholder. Private is targeting the infrastructure. Namesake private, path is private. No such file or directory. External user, yes. External user, 1. OS variant check indicates this device is external. External connected, 1. Family setting, I do not use family. Family setting, family circle is sync. And it's all private, not me, and it will not load the settings for family. Remote management agent. FMFD. Let's see, there we go. are the images I already showed, so it will not count. It does not count the images on this one. All right, somebody's listening. There we go. "30 images. More packets moving. Wow, more packets moving. And let's see, maybe it'll count it now. Nope, doesn't count it. All right, so one folder is the images are counted, the other one images are not counted. Okay, this is today. Lockdown mode, packets always moving. RTCE reporting D, and cloud when I do not use cloud. There we go. They're all active processes. There's link already selected as always. Again, airdrop is missing, mail is missing, messages is missing. The box, the selection box. Packets always moving. Mobile asset is not me. Don't know what this one is. AX asset. Okay, 270, but no app is using significant energy. $284, this is already in this recording, APSD. And yeah, doesn't matter how many times I turn these off, they're back on again, like everything else. There's 2 minutes here. Finder is 2 seconds. QuickTime is 1 second. Activity monitor 5 seconds. But activity monitor started the same time that this started screen time. Somebody's always listening. Okay, someone's always listening. Who's that someone? Luke Dalabana of archaeologyvacations.com. Packet's always moving. Looking up connection on peer, found private. It's always P2P. Wi-Fi is P2P. There we go. Couldn't open parent path, no such file or directory, and this is a common process, CF preference D. All right, so this is from the last time I spoke to Apple. More packets moving, all restricted. Packets moving, there's cloud. There is still an active connection. Communications limit. Seems I'm the only computer with communications limit as a category. Lockdown mode on. Packets always moving, unable to open device, operation not permitted. Sharing is missing. Sharing with the copy link is missing. There's CF preference D, which is an error. CF preference D, which is an error. And I have it twice. There we go. Copy link always turns back on. Confirm, we're in lockdown mode. 6 minutes usage here. And activity monitor is missing. I know somebody's listening. He always is. Luke Dalabana of archaeologyvacations.com. There's communications limit. It tells me I need to set up family sharing, but family sharing is an active process. Bug type 115. User, MD worker shared. X proxy. XPC proxy. Absolutely must not proceed. Client private is active in lockdown mode. There we go. Packets always moving. This keeps growing. System data keeps growing. Packets always moving. Oh, look at the data. Amazing. Wi-Fi is active. Cloud paired. There's Wi-Fi. Well, Wi-Fi is turned off. Mac is in lockdown mode. Packets always moving. Okay, other is a constant. All of this constant. All right. Other is a constant. Yeah, it keeps showing upper process, which I did not use at the time. And let's see this one here. Packets always moving. Nothing new. And let's see. Wi-Fi off, no location, it's warning. So location is turned off, location is unknown. Lockdown mode. So I have kernel panics, don't know how that got there. Packets always moving in and out. And there's always cloud docs when I do not use cloud. Cloud docs when I do not use cloud, and it's from private var TMP. Unable to open device, more packets. Auto clock sync. And there's CF preference D, which is an error. And so debug is urgent. Let's see, there's 696 fingerprint loaded by the operating system. 696 fingerprint. It's streaming and datagram in lockdown mode, which I've already documented. Datagrams, packets, always in and out. It's a constant. It's unknown, unsupported protocol. Mobile asset, AX asset, and Cloud Doc, which is an user manager D. Yep, it's a managed device, all right. Packets from this host. This Mac is a host. And there's the interfaces, sockets, domain, IPv4 and IPv6. Interfaces down here as well. And this one here is IPv6 multicast group membership when the Mac is in lockdown mode. Okay, and debug is a common thing. So, close that. Packets always moving. View, run diagnostic. So when I ran it for Apple, it did not ask for a password. Now today it's asking for a password, so it's never congruent. So no apps using significant energy, but it's 120, 119, 121 CPU percentage used. So this is incorrect. Always, packets will always be moving. Okay. That will continue. All processes are restricted. Screen time, app usage, and other is 3 minutes. So I was talking to Gina for more than 3 minutes. Okay, but it only shows us 3 minutes. So the count is always incorrect. This is what happened pre-Apple admitting that their devices are hacked, and after that screen time shows incorrect documentation. Okay, so 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes does not add up to 1 hour 14 minutes. Okay, here So 95% of CPU. Packets will be moving soon. I am in lockdown mode. Am I? Let me double check. Perhaps not, because I was stuck. Oh no, I won't turn it on now because it's running. So I go here. Ah, there we go. Data moving, packets moving. Gonna go to screen time, put it in downtime, turn on downtime, and apps bypass downtime. So let's see who's moving. There's packets moving there. Register 151.97. No app using significant energy, 95% of IS register, 290%, 270 to 154, 130 console, 280, 220, 95 for iRegister, 91 IS register, 294, 306, 272, 288 to 291. Okay, so it's right there. Bluetooth D is an active process. I just saw it. TCCD, cloud. I don't see sharing right now. Bluetooth, but Bluetooth is turned off. And here we go. Kernel panics. Oh, Cloud Dock has been doesn't. There's no Cloud Dock. There's Cloud Dock here. Let's see. And I do not use Cloud. And it's December the 3rd at 11:49. So that belongs. Here. Okie dokie. And let's see when Kernel Panics was run. November 24th. Okay. This was already cleared. Okay, let me clear it again. And it'll come back. It always does. More packets moving. All right. So what's in Cloud Dock? Seven items is in Cloud Dock. It's 11:49 today, December the 3rd. I do not use Cloud. There they are. Packages extension. Oh, more packets moving. Diagnose error. More packets moving. Come on, quit changing it. Nope, it will not open. It will not open. Nope. nothing works. Okay. Unable to dump database. Dumping. Okay, more packets moving. This is empty. All right. So I'm not going to go through. Stalker is listening. Luke Dalabana is listening. Luke Dalabana from archaeologyvacations.com is listening, as he always does. So, go here. Nope, don't want to open. Come on. Come on, Baba. He doesn't want it's not going to open. Nothing works. There we go. Nothing works. Okay, it doesn't want to open. Nope. Doesn't want to show me the logs. So it doesn't want to show me. There we go. There's fog, there. Close. Here we go. Last 5 minutes. Oh, last 5 minutes, debug kernel, as usual. Why go anyplace else? Debug kernel. There we go. Okay, debug kernel. Debug kernel. There's command center. Command center. So this is the last 5 minutes. Debug. Sync defaults. Debug. And debug kernel. Nothing else to show here. There we go. And now I am going to stop recording.